Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is August the 3rd, 2020. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Unconfiscatable. Be a unique beast. Fix your hair because it's raining so hard out there today. I got wet during my sprints. But dude, I'm in shape. I'm loving life. I'm on fire. I'm a unique beast. You got to be relentless. You got to have that conviction. Doing your sprints every Monday, running that 20 miles every week, even when it's pouring rain outside in Asheville. All right, we're one day closer to an all-time high. I'm offended by sounding, hello, my elite friends. Oh, you never know what you're going to get here. You never know how messed up my hair is going to be from the freaking rain. Oh, it's going to be a nice shower tonight. Oh, I can't. Anyway, if you got questions, I have answers. Type in BitcoinMeister or do a super chat and I will answer your questions. There'll be time for questions. I want to make a real quick announcement. I know where I'm going to be this fall. So I'm here in Asheville till September the 15th. Then I'll be in Baltimore for 2 weeks for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and doing things with friends, catching up with family, all that stuff. And then September 29th to November 24th, I'm going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah. Yes, Salt Lake City, Utah. Oh, baby, that's where I'm going to go. September 29th to November 24th. It's a beautiful area. I drove through there once as a youth. It will be interesting to hang out in Utah where people are free. There are less restrictions. I won't have to worry about disturbances. All right, so newbies are in the air. Newbies are contacting me. Here's something I got a message from someone I met on a plane about a year ago. A guy who had questions about cryptocurrency. All of a sudden, almost a year later, here's his question. What do you know about tokenizing real estate? Oh, well, dude, you got Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin was my basic answer, but I tried to say, you really you say this token is worth your real estate, but I mean the state doesn't recognize that, so it's like if someone wants you to like invest in a company that does something like that, you're probably going to lose all your money, and you're just better off buying Bitcoin. Of course, he wasn't satisfied with that answer, but it's a good sign that I'm getting questions like that. It's a good sign, and maybe you guys have some stories about some altcoin related questions you're getting. Hey, pound that like button, people. Check out the links below. Everything I talk about is linked to below. DisruptMeister.com. All my old videos, Tech Vault on Twitter. I've been on and off there today, before the run, after the run. Okay, so here's another newbie question I actually got on Twitter, so you can see the guy. Now I don't know how newbie this guy is, but when you're getting questions like this, you know you're about to see another 2017 in terms of the gamblers pouring their money into things they probably shouldn't be, but hey, they're going to learn the hard way. What are your high cat picks outside of Bitcoin? Oh, high cat picks. Oh, what a term there, dude. You're clearly not familiar with this show if you're asking me that the Bitcoin Meister what his high cat picks. Now, okay, dude, they're again, I have a positive spin on this. These dudes want to gamble. They think they have to diversify they think high cap. They got to use terms they use in the stock market. Oh, you got your high cap, your low cap, you're this guy. Dude, in cryptocurrency, it's only Bitcoin and then probably Ethereum. Then there's nothing else. All right? Really, seriously. Dude, yes, there are first tier altcoins that many exchanges list that various entities are trying to financialize. Barry Silbert with Litecoin and and this is where the big boys play. Okay, compete, don't complain. They can do whatever freakage financialization they want to do with the top tier altcoins. Okay, but at the end of the day, what the heck is Litecoin? Seriously, in the end of the day, in this tremendous new awesome cryptocurrency space, I want you guys to sit down for a second. Now, back up for a second, but sitting down is unhealthy. I stand all day. The number 6 coin by CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap is ridiculous, but a lot of people look at things this way. The number 6 coin is BSV. That is the world we're living in, okay? That's the world. So you talk about your high cap picks when the number 6 is BSV. That shows how insane this cryptocurrency market is. Crypto, and you watch you watch a Friday show with Alex when Alex was on my show on This Week in Bitcoin. He calls crypto by another name. You watch the show, you decide for yourself. He also says Bitcoin is Fight Club. Pound that like button. But dudes, your high cap picks in the realm of BSV, it's gambling. It's straight up gambling. But I do want to say this one thing here. I am a Bitcoin firster. I only buy Bitcoin with my fiat, baby. And I never sell that darn Bitcoin either. But I got to be honest with you people, and I brought this up to you. Ethereum is the next Ethereum. All right? Ethereum is the next thing. The only two things I can honestly see intelligent people investing in are Bitcoin and then Ethereum. Yes. Unfortunately, I know some of you go, oh, yeah, how can you speak? How could anyone buy? It's going up. There are all these people piling into it. It does other things. It's apples and oranges. Bitcoin is apples. Ethereum is oranges. It's not trying to compete with Bitcoin. It's something totally different. It's something that's going to survive. And it's the only other legitimate thing I can see people investing in. Seriously. It's not gambling like the other stuff. The other stuff is nonsense. The other stuff is BSV is the number 6 coin. Come on. High cap picks outside of Bitcoin. So no, one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. My only advice to people, like it's been since freaking 2013, is to buy Bitcoin. All right. But I can see how, but the Ethereum is actually a legitimate thing also. It is a legitimate thing. It's a legitimate thing. All right. And hey, all the other ones out there, let them compete. I have no problem with them. I would not give a penny to them. But let them. Maybe there'll be some innovations that Bitcoin can adopt. I'm not into destroying anything. So good luck with the gambling and the tokenization of real estate and the tokenization of my hair. Whatever you want to do. Remember, there's over 1,700 videos of mine at disruptmeister.com. If you're watching this tape, you play this at 2x. And by the way, people, you spell my last name, Meister, Meister. It seems like there are a lot of people that don't know that. All right. Now, we got a lot of people viewing, and we got a crypto native said, keep it up, Adam. Hit us with some truth. Oh, baby, I'm going to smack you around with some truth, brother. Smack you around with some truth. And the truth is I need to shave. And I need to eat. Oh. I always have a bunch of onions. No, I'm not going to eat all. Today's sprint day, so very few carbs. Very few carbs today. On my sprint days, it's like, I'll have a peach, basically, and a little bit of onion. And okay, that's for the Beyond Bitcoin show every Saturday on the backup channel. Subscribe to the backup channel. It is linked to below. You can see the Beyond Bitcoin show, though, also at disruptmeister.com. I just don't give out these URLs and these links below for the heck of it, okay? Not for the heck of it. You get out of the don't be an algorithm servant to the social media people that you complain about, okay? Oh, I hate YouTube. Well, then don't follow their algorithms. Think for yourself. Check out the links below. And yeah, that's Satoshi Nakamoto. That guy, what was his name? Dorian Nakamoto. That's the Dorian on my shirt. Get shirts. They're linked to below, okay? And there's a Meister discount code at not at Cryptoids, at the other one. That's it's on Steemit. It says I'm BitcoinMeister on Steemit. And I'm going over there just as I want to. CryptoGraffiti.com. Remember, the 10% Meister discount code still works over there. Awesome. Okay, let's get back to the show. Now you say as long as Ethereum is a thing, we're still early. No, I think Ethereum will last. I do believe it will last. I believe it will last. As long as as long as Ripple is a thing. We're still early. How about that? Pound that like button. Now, where was I? Yeah, I told you that Alex Svetsky was great on the show, and Neil and Phil were great also. Fight Club Bitcoin. It was a fun top time. Always best guests on the space this week in Bitcoin. Techbalt.com, TECHBALT. Now, Marty Bent had this tweet from March the 8th that I revisited. Someone recently retweeted it. It's time to seriously consider a new economic paradigm. Now, on March the 8th, that was a legitimate thing to say because a lot of people were panicking over a certain current event. The financial markets were going wild, and we still hadn't hit March the 12th yet, which was even worse. And indeed, I mean, there are a lot of people that are calling for, the fiat-based central bank economic paradigm, the way the world works economically. We must destroy it. We must leave it. All of us. And I wouldn't worry about the economic paradigm that everyone adopts, that the mainstream economic paradigm. I do not think the mainstream economic paradigm is changing. The 80%ers are going to still think the same way. They want their UBI more than ever, okay? They're not noticing inflation more than ever. You consider your own personal economic paradigm, okay? Don't worry about the whole world changing. But the whole world's economic paradigm, it's not changing. But there is another option. Your personal economic paradigm, the way you see your finances, the way you live your life, you center it around Bitcoin. When he says it's time to seriously consider a new economic paradigm, he's saying that the world, we need a Bitcoin-based economy, okay? No, you base your own personal economy around Bitcoin, okay? You value your wealth in Bitcoin. That's your personal economic paradigm. Don't worry about other people's. Don't worry about the world. Don't sit around waiting for Bitcoin to be the world reserve currency. Don't do that because you're going to be sitting for a long time. And in the long run, what does it matter? What does it matter if you're living in Japan, if the dollar is the world reserve currency or the euro is the world reserve currency? What's it matter? You take care of yourself with Bitcoin. You maximize your own wealth. You will keep your own wealth, okay? Because with any fiat, you're losing wealth every day if you're saving in that. All right, so your own personal economic paradigm. I just wanted to say that. All right, dudes, and I keep on pounding that like button, and I enjoy you guys. It's a back and forth thing. I'm giving you the energy. You give me motivation too, dudes. When you pound that like button, when you do the super chat, when you ask a question, when you retweet, and that is free. To retweet, it is free. It gives me motivation. It does. It's good. Everybody needs a little bit of motivation, baby. And I hope I give you some motivation too to save that Bitcoin, to not do anything ridiculous, to think 2024 halving. All right, so this is from the Daily Chain. Swiss bank to provide Bitcoin trading and custodial services. Now, it was funny. Barack Obama once said, I think it was him who said it, or he implied it, that Bitcoin was a Swiss bank account in your pocket. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that people could have that type of privacy. All right. And it was Bitcoin is a Swiss bank account in your pocket. It's a whole Swiss bank in your pocket. In terms of Swiss banks used to be private, et cetera, et cetera. They wouldn't divulge your information. Now, I thought now that a Swiss bank is now going to be storing Bitcoin for people. So a Bitcoin account in a Swiss bank's pocket. Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy. On one level, it makes no sense, but no. So now Swiss banks are going to have Bitcoin accounts. So Bitcoin accounts are in their pockets instead of us having. So we can have it. Everyone can have it. It's cool. It's good. It's great. It's one step closer to Bank of America saying they're going to be storing Bitcoin. And that's going to be the biggest deal. But this is a good step forward. It is a big thing. The Swiss economy is an advanced economy, very advanced economy. The Swiss franc is a top tier coin, a top tier fiat coin. All right. So It's a wealthy country. So it's symbolic. It's important. But it just reminds us how big of a freaking deal it's going to be when Bank of America and Wells Fargo in the United States, which is the wealthiest country, the most powerful country, when our banks start to announce this. So I'm going to read you a little bit. I don't know how the entire Swiss banking system works. They're government-owned banks there with over 27.305 billion Swiss francs worth of assets under its management. Basler Kanton Bank is a government-owned banking giant that will be offering cryptocurrency trading and custodial services next year via its Bankler subsidiary. Excuse me. The news first reported by the Swiss newspaper states that among the 24 government-owned banks, Basler Kanton Bank will be the first to offer crypto-related services. Well, great. I may it happen soon. They said it's going to happen next year, and may all the other ones there, and may I visit there soon, like I was supposed to be in Geneva in March, but then everything, well, in April I was supposed to be there, right? Was that when I was? Yeah, in April I was supposed, after Passover I was supposed to be there, but we all know what happened with the ridiculous current events. All right, but I do hope to. I had such a good Airbnb deal there too, man. It's expensive usually to go to Switzerland, but I got a great deal. Maybe I'll go one day. Hopefully, it probably won't be as cheap, but anyway. Gold. Here's a tweet. Gold was the currency for the Industrial Revolution. Bitcoin will be the currency for the Information Revolution. That's from Alistair Milne. Feels like I've heard that one before, but just wanted to bring it up. Gold was the currency of the Industrial Revolution. Bitcoin will be the currency for the information, and we are in this golden age information revolution right freaking now in the 2020s. You're watching this in 2025 saying, oh, Adam, I am loving life. I'm so happy I held into the Bitcoin since 2020. All right, does anybody have any questions? Somebody did say, we have more stories here. We have more. There's more coming, but people are talking in the chat. Crypto again. All right, no one's saying there's some funny jokes over there. Okay. No questions, though. Moving on to the next subject matter at hand. Since we're talking about Ethereum before, and it being a buyable asset, I won't buy it, but I wouldn't spend my fiat on that. But remember the time I said I would rather own Ethereum than gold? Maybe some of you don't remember that. I've said it a few times, and indeed. If you gave me an option, and it's looking real good too, because when I said that Ethereum was worth less, quite a bit less in terms of Bitcoin. So I'm still saying I would much rather own Ethereum than gold. Much. First of all, in 2 seconds, that Ethereum that I own, I can turn to Bitcoin. Gold, you can't do that. You can't do that. All right. It's a digital world. It's the information freaking revolution. You want something that you don't need to lug around in a freaking bag like Scrooge McDuck or something like that. All right, you want. So yeah, I'm still sticking with that. Ethereum over gold. We just mentioned gold. We just mentioned Ethereum. Why not bring up that old thing? Okay, so Dave Portnoy, who does the Barstool Sports thing, he's a funny guy. And he had a funny tweet about Bitcoin today. How can I see a Bitcoin? Do I need Bitcoin goggles? Can I mine it with the green hammer? So, it's him doing funny things. And he's got millions of followers, over 1 million followers on Twitter. I'm not going to put him on a pedestal. To tell you the truth, though, him getting his followers to buy it, it's bigger than it. And I'm not saying he's doing that, but by bringing it up, he is just notifying some dudes of it. He's got a bunch of gamblers that follow him, a bunch of really young dudes that follow him, and they're the future. We had so many people made a big deal out of that guy with 3 names. I forget, what was that dude with 3 names? That traditional investor guy. I can't even think of his name. That's how much I put that dude on a pedestal. So many people were like, "Oh, he's buying Bitcoin futures now." Whatever he was doing. I think it's for me. I think it's bigger when you have Twitter personalities like that are into finance too, Dave Portnoy talking about it, saying funny things about it, and yeah, and makeup artist ladies talking about it with 5 million followers. I think that's big. I think that's also just as big as that guy with the 3 names saying that he's buying Bitcoin futures. Okay, I'll believe if he actually bought real Bitcoin, and yet he leads by the financial people are coming in, dudes. The traditional financial people, they're going to be in before the makeup ladies. All right, which is really unfortunate. Okay, because a lot of the people who are just regular Joe Schmoes out there, they don't make a move until like Bank of America makes a press release about how they now are storing Bitcoin for you, and you can store your 6-digit round Bitcoin there. So yeah, but whatever. Compete, don't complain. If everybody wants to make a big deal out of the big financial guys talking about Bitcoin futures, then be it. So be it. I think Dave Portnoy is an interesting character, and yeah, who knows what he could spark there. BitcoinMeister, when BitcoinMeister becomes Ethereum Meister, we're near the end of the bull market. No, that will never happen. Never happen. Oh, I think it's happened on April 1st before, or March 32nd. You gotta be careful of those March 32nd videos. You never know when YouTube's gonna overreact. Their algorithm is gonna like shut you down for 2.5 months after you do a March 32nd video. Yeah, I've made jokes about being on April Fool's Day about being Ripple Meister, Bitcoin. Who knows? But no, I'll always be the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Okay. What else do we have? When you have tunnel vision, you miss other innovations in the space. Well, I would say, what's the point of? I mean, I see the other innovations. It's gambling. I mean, if they have legitimate innovations, they'll be adopted by Bitcoin. I think it's a good idea not to have tunnel vision though, and just to recognize there are other things going on. I think it's good to recognize that that newbies are coming in asking about tokenizing real estate. There's this DeFi thing coming up, ETH 2.0. All these people in Silicon Valley freaking salivating, dreaming that ETH 2.0 will make Ethereum the next Bitcoin, and it won't. All right. Now we got people. We have people arguing here. It's great. Yeah, Paul Tudor Jones was the name I could not remember. I mean, in 20 years, what are people going to remember? Paul Tudor Jones or Dave Portnoy? It's an interesting question. Does it really matter, though? Does it really matter what popular culture person you remember in 20 years? What matters is if you had Bitcoin and you actually acted upon your financial best interest. All right, moving on. What do we have? We talked about Ethereum a little there. Dave. Oh, finally, that's it. One more thing here. In motion. Words Bitcoin Journal. Haven't had time to read it yet. Articles about Bitcoin linked to below for all you people who still like to read. I assume what's that, like 1% of you or something like that? Does anyone actually read? I recommend reading for everyone. I recommend using your head, just sitting there and drooling over hotties talking about the flavor of the month. You're not learning much there. All right, that is it. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. You get a new freaking show here every day. Pound that like button. Thanks for the support, dudes. I will say hi to you guys in the chat right now. See ya.